Apologies for this being a bit Spartan, but I wanted to get it out quickly. The pro-Palestinian left have decided to generally demonize Zionism. The dictionary definition of Zionism is a movement that was for the re-establishment of a Jewish nation in Palestine, but, following the establishment of Israel in 1948, it is now for the development and protection of Israel. These activists have chosen to only recognize a definition of Zionism that includes total removal of Palestinians from Palestine, which allows them to label Labour and Labour Friends of Israel as pro-genocide. But there is more than one definition of Zionist. It is a blanket term for people supporting the idea of a Jewish homeland, and does not include compulsory hatred for Palestinians or desire for their removal. Keir Starmer, for example, describes himself as an unconditional Zionist, but he also recognizes the state of Palestine and has always backed a two-state solution for the Israel-Palestine conflict. In fact, the two-state solution is Labour's official stance regarding this issue. So the concept of Zionism embraced by Labour members is clearly very different to the definition that these activist groups are trying to force us to accept. This is not the first deliberate attempt at deception by nominally pro-Palestinian activists. For instance, they continue to exploit Palestine Action's proscription as a terrorist organization to convince the public that protesters are being arrested for opposing genocide. The real cause of arrest being for breaking the law by carrying placards declaring support for a terrorist organization. This suggests an underlying agenda to their activities, aiming to misrepresent and malign our government. This kind of deceptive activity is usually neither innocent or naive, and we should always question the intent behind such activity, regardless of which end of the political spectrum it comes from, rather than just accepting it on face value. The Israel-Palestine conflict is a very complex geopolitical issue. And, because of these lies and misrepresentations, the public are being made to overlook the fact that Labour is approaching this matter much better and much more ethically than either the Tories or Reform would handle it. Other parties, such as your party and the Greens, are talking a big tale, but they are not in power and do not have to consider important political realities. They don't have to worry about how to apply their policies in an international political arena that is way beyond their control. Neither do they have to deal with the level of influence on international matters imposed by the British military and the non-political branches of the establishment. Also, no one seems to question the endless assertions that the Labour Party are pro-genocide. They aren't monsters, and even if they were, what benefit would there be for them supporting such atrocities? They have a large but fragile majority, and the repairs to Britain that they want to achieve require at least one more term in office. Please ask yourself why they would risk votes like this.